A very warm welcome, viewers. This is Kajol Singha, and at present, I'm with Dr. John Berchmans Ekka, who is the Additional Chief Secretary of Panchayat Rural Development, Tea Tribes Welfare, Tourism, Government of Assam. Sir, welcome to Business Notice. We are pleased to have you on our show. So, sir, could you give us a small gist about today's event?
Today, this event was organized by ICC, and they wanted me to talk about sustainable tourism in Assam, with focus on ecotourism, rural tourism, wildlife, tea, river tourism, and all those things. So I came here and I had a presentation, and the best part that I liked was the participation from diverse groups, various stakeholders who are there. They were all present there. So that shows that apart from government, the private players themselves are doing a lot of initiative. They have taken a lot of initiative on their own to promote tourism. So I was happy to learn that people are doing adventure tourism, they are into handlooms, they are into culinary things, and there are a lot of people who are doing homestays and that kind of a thing, boutique tourism. So that's nice to know, and then a lot of interaction, a lot of good suggestions came up, and I was able to share what government is thinking, what are the things that we are focusing on, and how we are also looking at diversifying our tourism. Our focus is mostly on Kaziranga and Manas and Kamakya, but then we have a lot of lesser known destinations which are equally beautiful, and we need to promote them. So we have like Umrangsus, and we have Dima Hasao, and we have Difu, and a lot of our wildlife sanctuaries are there, reserve forests are there. We have a lot of cultural heritage sites which are there, river tourism, another potential, tea tourism is there. So all these things, and then we got good suggestions, though we knew about it, but it was not there in our like I had not included in our presentation, was a medical tourism or something that we had not included. So that, those kind of things we discuss about, and I think we need more and more of this kind of interaction where the department as well as the private players, they come together, share the ideas, and then they also know what we are doing, and we get to know where they are facing difficulty or what suggestions that are there or anything new that can be done, because tourism is not something which can be done by government alone. Because government should be more like a facilitator, and as the private players who should be there, who should be doing it, and government should facilitate and maybe do branding and publicity.
And sir, could you tell us what is the main agenda of today's event?
The main agenda was basically sustainable tourism. So that is what we are talking. So when we talk about sustainable tourism, something where we are able to promote tourism and as per the carrying capacity of this destination, and also ensure that the stakeholders, various stakeholders, they all are able to participate and they all benefit from it. So that was the main topic that was there. But then when we're talking about that, then basically that all automatically comes up that we need to diversify what we are doing in Assam, and diversification is something which is possible because we have so much of potential in Assam. Assam has almost everything. Maybe except for the sea, I think we have hills, we have rivers, we have greenery, we have scenic beauties, we have wildlife, we have culture, food, so many different groups, communities which are there. So we have almost everything in Assam.
And also, sir, I would like to ask you, what is the vision when it comes to rural development and Panchayat department?
In the sense, we are doing a lot of things in rural development, and the main thing that I would say I feel happy about, we build roads, we make houses, and we do a lot of infrastructure development in rural areas. But what gives me happiness is that now we are working through women groups, and we have 40 lakh women groups which are there. We have made almost 3.6 lakhs self-help groups, and most of those groups are active. Most of the women are doing something or the other, have taken small economic activities. They are earning the income. On an average, each woman earns around 70,000 rupees. But then there are many women who are earning more than a lakh in a year. So we call them Lakpati Didis. So we have almost 8 lakh of them. It is not a small number, that's a big number. And that is something which gives a lot of happiness in rural development. Though apart from that, we made almost in last 7-8 years, we have built more than 20 lakh houses.
Wow.
So again, that's a big number. And a lot of things are happening in rural development as well.
And also, sir, is there any major changes when it comes to Assam tourism policy in order to promote the lower Assam tourism, like Satras in Borpeta or Manas National Park?
See, basically the policy is not focusing on specific areas. We want to promote the whole of Assam, but the thing is that we need to diversify, and we have to have the stakeholders, and we need to basically take all the stakeholders together, and we need to promote it. So if we have, we can promote satras, so that again is a part of a cultural tourism. So, and Lower Assam also there are many places like Manas again is beautiful, and Manas has a different beauty in the wildlife itself, and Manas has an advantage of also bordering with Bhutan. So I'm telling my people that when the tourists who come to Manas, we can also take them to Bhutan for a day or so, so we can make their stay longer, and they would also feel happy that we also had an international visit. So that kind of a thing. So
and also, sir, is there any new changes in the policy?
See, what I'll say is new in the sense what we are doing is this policy basically is for promoting tourism and focus on whatever we can do. But new thing that we have is that we have for the first time we have an incentive scheme, the way we promote industries and then we give incentive to them. So tourism also has been identified as an industry, and we have an incentive scheme. So we haven't rolled it out, but that has been approved and we'll be able to roll it out. So I think that is something which is interesting, where the private players, whatever investment they are making in tourism sector, so they'll be able to get some incentive.
So could you give us a small information regarding this scheme?
It's called basically I'll tell you the name later, but basically if you make an investment in a hotel, so there will be some capital subsidy that will be provided, and some kind of an performance based incentive which would be available. So maybe hotels, restaurants, or maybe if you have your tour operator, so investment to a tour operator, maybe kind of a health facility that you develop in maybe in tourism places. So that is there. So basically it is, or maybe if you develop a tea tourism, so there is a capital incentive that is available.
So the scheme has not been launched yet, so it's going to be...
No, but it has been passed by the cabinet, so we'll start it. We have to start rolling it out.
And sir, what do you have to say about the status of the luxury hotels investment in the state?
There are many hotels which are coming up. So we have Taj coming out, Kaziranga, Hyatt is coming up, Kaziranga. There are many more hotels which are there in the pipeline. So they are there. So they are coming up, and that will cater to a kind of those high-end tourists. But apart from that, we also need to focus on our homestays and those budget hotels and all those things, because that is where the community is able to participate more. They're able to benefit more. So we get diverse tourists, all different kinds of tourists which come. So we should be able to cater to all this place. And this smaller known destination that we're talking about, there those we cannot have this big kind of luxury hotels. They would be there for those big destinations. But if we want to promote those lesser known destinations, then we have to have those homestays and smaller players coming up there.
And sir, are you facing any obstacles in investment due to environmental concerns?
I would not say that there is any obstacle, but if there are any concerns, we have to meet them.
Yes.
So I'll not say that is an obstacle, but if there are concerns, which then we have to, because see, at the end of the day, when we talk about sustainable tourism, and then all these concerns which are there, then they should be met. So one should not be saying it as an obstacle.
Yes.
But if there are concerns, then they have to be met.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for giving us your valuable time. That's all for today. Keep watching Business Noticed.